Pete's not in this video, but we got him in spirit, and we don't really have much dirt on him, so we can't dig up anything. If we had his phone number, we'd call him now, but, you know, he's probably busy getting some hoochie or something, so,
Bob's next.
That's it for Pete. Pete, we'll have to get you another time, and, see you later. Alright, bye.
It's Bob. I know. Bob. When was the first time somebody called you Bob? Do you remember when it first happened?
Yeah, it was Jason.
Why did he do it?
Out of nowhere. He was just like, hey, Bob. It's like, hey, I'm going to call you that from now on.
Did your dad really get pissed off that we kind of changed your name? Or do you, like, take it with a grain of salt?
He like, didn't get really mad, like, upset. He was just like, well, I don't think you should let him call you that.
Does it bother you?
Not anymore. It used to when they first started.
We don't say it to be mean.
No, not at all.
It don't bother me anymore.
You're a big
I
bad...
even call myself Bob sometimes, like,
You're a big bad senior now. Right?
Yeah.
How does that feel?
One more year and I'm out of there.
Do you... And this is kind of a sensitive question. Do you ever feel like... Do you have a group of friends that are like our group of friends? That are like in your own age?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, sometimes... Do you spend a lot of time with them?
Sometimes. Most of them work. But
Do you feel as close to them as you think we feel with each other?
probably not, no.
Really? Do you ever feel like you wish that would happen? I mean, you are close with all of us.
Yeah.
But do you ever feel like?
Yeah, I mean, but things aren't like that for some reason. I don't know.
Do you want to go to college?
Yeah.
Where do you want to go?
Anywhere. I'm probably gonna go to George Mason.
Really? You're gonna live on campus, or are you gonna live? Cool. Geez, I don't have a whole lot to ask you. You like the St. Louis Blues, or are you just a cheesy bandwagon?
No, I like
But how can there be a bandwagon for the Blues?
Yeah. How can there be a bandwagon for the Cardinals too?
That's true. Does anybody in the group really get on your nerves?
Not all the time. I mean, every once in a while there'll be somebody that does a certain thing.
Yeah.
If one of us could be 2 years younger, and like would be like the equivalent of me and James, or Dan and Jason, or
like really good close friends. Who would that be?
if there is one. I mean,
There's probably not really.
Yeah.
No. Different times like different people.
Do you get along with your brother?
Yeah, kind of.
Do you appreciate him as a brother, or just more as a friend?
Probably his brother.
His brother.
We're not like a lot of people, like brothers and sisters, like talk to each other and tell them things about it. We're not like that. We're just kind of like,
It's kind of there.
he's there. And I mean, we used to like argue a lot, but now we probably just talk about each other a lot. I mean, I'm sure he talks about me.
Do you have a girlfriend?
Unfortunately, no.
Are you scooping on one?
Many.
Are you virgin?
Yes.
We are. It's okay. Every dog has his day.
James was. Oh, never mind.
Thank you, Bob, and thank you, Rob.
See you, Bob.
Jeff.
That is
Proprietor of the Brownhouse Club.
Yes, that is. Well, I don't know if proprietor. I don't own it. I just
Well,
was fortunate enough to live in the abode.
you're the El Presidente. Is there
I'm the manager on duty.
how many times have you felt like we've been using you for your house? Have you ever felt that way?
Not to the extent where it upsets me, but I can't wait to see what you whipped out there. But not to the extent that it upsets me. But I've thought about it before and then kind of dismissed it as that y'all weren't doing it. You know what
Do you ever think that?
I mean, yes, the thought has occurred to me, but I've always dismissed it as you all not doing it. Does that make sense?
Do you ever think that if you didn't live here and if somebody else lived here, like if Rob or I lived here, you would hang out with us?
I mean, if we went at somebody else's house, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because then I'd actually leave the house. So.
Okay, because don't think that. A lot of us think that you don't leave the house at all.
Why? Everybody comes here.
I guess that's why. Because sometimes when we do things and sometimes when we go places, you just don't want to go.
Well, it depends on what you're doing, like cellar and stuff like that.
Yeah, you don't like doing stuff like that.
I mean, that's not.
You would though, man. Babes are like bad.
Babes are wicked.
Well,
What do you think about Do you think Becky and Caroline have kind of switched roles? Whereas Caroline has come in and Becky is, you know...
In the sense that they've, like, replaced each other in the group, but not in the sense that they're not filling the same role, they're just filling the same spot, if you know what I mean.
What role do you think Becky filled?
Well, it depends on what day and what Becky we're talking about.
Because, I mean, you've had various experiences with Becky.
Yes, I've had various experience, and that was, you know, that was part of her role here, but, you know, she was also a good friend. And
She was.
so
You miss her?
there's a, what?
Do you miss her?
I do sometimes, but not, you know.
Not in that capacity, not in the capacity where that she...
Not in a
she talks
physical way, but in a friendship way.
Who do you think your best friend is out of the guys?
I don't know. I mean, it depends. I've known Brian since 7th grade, and you know I've done a lot with him. I've known Dan since kindergarten. Now it depends. I know I really don't want to. I've thought about it before even, but I really don't have a best friend. I mean, you know, like sometimes I'm closer with Dan in some areas and Brian in other areas, and Jeff and Rob and y'all and anybody I missed.
Are you glad that we have, you know, remained like a tight group?
Yeah, I think it's really cool. Because I mean, there's some people that I graduated with that I don't see. But I think it's really cool, you know.
Well,
I like going against the odds, I think.
Yeah, I have a lot of friends at college who, when they come home, they don't hang out with their people from high school that they know. And I think we're really fortunate that we do have friends that we do. Is there any girl in the group that has
There's only
been in
like
the group?
4 of them.
Well, I know.
Any group that a girl has ever stepped foot
Ever
into
been in
this
this
house,
group that you would just love to just ravage?
even if she was here for like 5 minutes.
Even if it's Valerie out there on the step.
Yeah, it's watching.
Well, see, I would say no, because I'm biased.
Why are you biased?
That's another story.
Whoa.
But we won't put that on tape.
Why are you biased?
I won't put that on tape. But I mean, I'm not biased against anybody. Just
You're biased for somebody?
there's outside competition that biases my thinking. But I
Just
won't
give us a
say
name.
that I've never thought about it. Or I probably thought about everybody at one
Give
point.
us a name and we won't go any further with that. The bias.
You would know or anyway know about it.
Somebody from school?
Maybe.
Well, we have a mystery here. What are you going to do after you get out of college?
I will travel across the country in a Vanagon, wearing only a loincloth. How's that?
Have you ever who would be the person who you think you've been the maddest at one point? So infuriated at?
I don't know that I've ever been. I mean, y'all know me enough that it's hard to like infuriate me. I don't know that I've ever.
Jeff, you ignorant slut.
Okay, it's Rob right now who can call me an ignorant slut. I'm not ignorant.
White stamping, it's your field.
Well, I guess this is we'd like to thank you for your house, man.
Hey,
And your
In the
most,
past 2 years,
and your most
I've been the
righteous
best.
sodas and you. And
$100 a month that we spent on that.
I think that's it.
You're so professional. Did you know that?
thank you. Bye. Well, see you in a couple minutes, Jeff. We're gonna watch this now.
No, actually we're not. They're gonna all ask me one question since I got to the interview.
Okay.
Sounds fair. Scott.
Okay.
Bye.
That's it.
Go.
But it can run. I mean, this thing's gonna.
Go.
We don't have much time.
Okay.
I love you.
What do you think your position in this group is? Do you think you're like the best one out of everyone?
Not at all.
Because a lot of people think that.
Huh? A lot of people think I think that?
Yeah.
I think I'm the most vocal. Sometimes I don't think I'm the best.
Do you think you always have to be the center of attention when you're ever in the house?
I admitted that before.
I wasn't in here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Popcorn Rob, it's damn good.
Do you think I'm the best? Do you think I think I'm the best?
What?
Do you think I think I'm the best?
I think you're a little bit arrogant. And you insult people for no apparent reason.
Who have I insulted?
You insult Brian all the time, and
Do I?
it really bothers him. He really gets pissed off.
Really? I didn't wish I knew that.
No, he gets pissed off with you sometimes.
Brian,
A lot.
I want you in this house anymore.
I'm sorry.
What the hell am I sitting on here? Am I breaking something that Jeff's gonna
It's
freak
that
out
box.
about?
It's gonna
We're
break.
wasting film. Huh.
Okay.
Go
Go ahead. You're
I want to know how it is that you were so damn good at sticking your foot in your mouth.
When did I stick my foot in my mouth?
I think you do it on every occasion we're together. Nothing.
Hey,
Nothing.
that time at your house.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about in general.
Talk about sticking
That
foot.
popcorn's really good.
I know, I understand.
Why?
I'm just curious as to why you tend to ask just questions out of the blue that might be not
Very much
necessarily
naked.
personal, but
Like in
not something that to be asked like at the time, just like out of nowhere,
Probably because most of the time, if we're talking about me and
I'm
you,
not talking about personally, James, at all. I'm talking in general.
I don't know. When I want to know something, I ask a question.
I understand.
I sometimes I'm not a real good judge at when when a time is, when there's a good time, when there's a bad time.
How skinny his dick is.
Is it over?
No.
That's
Let's
it.
ask him like 20 questions.
James's
No.
penis.
They already asked me my questions.
Steph, no.
You guys got questions for Rob?
I don't. But I hope you do.
Rob, who's your best friend?
This is my best friend.
Your best friend,
Um,
not your brother.
Brian and I have grown apart, definitely,
Yeah.
because of the age. Somebody I've shared most with in the past, it's a toss-up between Brad Lucas and James David Dale. And Pete Basura.
Do you wish that the relationship between you and Brad would be better? Thank you. Do you think the relationship between you and Brad would be better?
What?
Do you think the relationship with you and Brad could be better?
It could be.
Do you want it to be better?
It could be. Yeah, I wish Brad and I had a relationship we had 8th grade, freshman year, sophomore year.
Right. Do you think it could be if you guys talked?
We talked, like if we hung out more?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, who wouldn't be better friends? They hang out more.
Are you willing to, just talk to him about it and to tell him?
We have talked about it.
All right. Cool. That's all I want to know, bro. See you.